Hey everyone, this is Adam from Mecanto.com Product Reviews. I'd like to welcome you to my VideoPages demo. As you can see, I've just finished my purchase of VideoPages, and we're going to basically be looking at this software for the first time together. I have not used it yet, however, I have gotten myself a bit acquainted with it by watching the demo videos and things like that. So, my purpose in going through this with you for the first time is to kind of get a sense of how user-friendly and intuitive it is for a first-time user like myself to kind of jump in and, get things going without having to really take time and figure it all out. And from my understanding, VideoPages is a very intuitive software, and you kind of just go through a step-by-step process to create highly engaging video landing pages. So with that said, I'm going to pause this video, check my emails, and make sure I have all my access stuff lined up, and then I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So I've logged into VideoPages. When I checked my email, they also gave me, with the welcome email, they gave me a tutorial video to watch. So I went ahead and watched that one before I came over here and came back to the video recording. And I believe this is going to be pretty easy. It's really a drag and drop tool. But just to kind of give you a sense of the dashboard and members area, you have help videos on the left that are loading right now. So there's quite a bit of references. There's also a PDF here. This is actually the video I just finished watching. It was a VideoPages demo. And I'm going to, in some ways, follow this demo when I'm doing it, doing my own demo back to you guys to kind of, show you how easy it is to replicate the methods and basically create your own video landing page. As you can see, there's also bonuses that come with your purchase of VideoPages, and we're talking about a lot of bonuses, by the way. All of these here, some great products that come absolutely free with your purchase. Here are the boxed images of these products. I believe many of these are only available with VideoPages. And keep in mind that if you decide to purchase VideoPages, below this video there will also be a link where you get my free bonus offer, which has 30 products, and you can substitute any one of those products for any other item on my master list. Nobody else, I believe, is offering anything like that. That's something that I do. So with that all being said, let's get into this. Let's go back to the dashboard. We're going to add a new campaign, and I'm going to call it the YouTube VideoPages demo number 1. I don't know. Might as well do number 1. We're going to create the campaign. And then if we scroll down a bit, this is where we can either choose one of the preloaded templates. As you can see, you can use VideoPages for opt-ins, sales pages, webinar launch, thank you pages, download pages, squeeze pages. And you can also use a custom template, which is what I'm going to do. But let me just quickly take a look at some of the other templates that come with VideoPages, just so you know. At any time you can use these and obviously edit them, so you can use them as your foundation and basically modify them so they meet your standards and needs. The whole idea behind VideoPages is that if you can imagine it, you can create it. So anyways, we're going to use the custom blank template, and I've selected that one. And now we are in the editor itself. So from here, I want to go to settings, page settings, and I want to choose a background. So there's a few things you can do with your background. You can use a video background, which is one of the awesome features with VideoPages, which means that you just enter a YouTube source URL here, choose whether it loops. I'm sure you've seen the motion backgrounds that have become pretty popular as of late. That's basically what you can do with this option. But I am going to choose an image here. I believe, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and choose an image, which means I'm going to have to choose a pattern and find a pattern real quick. So let me pause this video. Alright, I've gone over to Google Images and I found what I believe is a fairly neutral background texture. So let's see if... So what we're going to have to do here is save this to the hard drive and come back here and upload it. So I go over to the desktop where I dropped it and quickly upload that image. It's saved to my image library in VideoPages, and click Add Image. So there's the background that we've just created. Moving on, we want to add a column. So these are all drag and drop. So it says drag and drop whatever layout you would like into the canvas. So I'm going to drag the one column section, release, and then if we go into the column settings, which is this icon in the top left, you can change different settings related to your column as well. For example, you can change the margin. So do 10 pixels on top, 10 pixels on the bottom, and you can see how it leaves some extra space on the top and bottom now that I've added margins. Now at any point you can also click Save, or you can preview what you have so far before you've officially published your video landing page. So the next thing we want to do is go to our widgets, and these are the different elements that you can add into your canvas. These are also going to be drag and drop elements. So what I want to do is add a header and a subheader for my landing page. So I'm going to drag in the text once and again twice. So to edit the text, you would simply click on the element you would like to edit. Remember, I'm doing this for the first time, but you know, it's almost like I've been there before. It's really intuitive and easy to use so far, which, I mean, that's you know, key to a good product for me is, you know, if you can really jump right into it. So I've changed the text color to white. I'm going to do that for the second element as well. And we're going to center it. Do the same thing up here. Now, of course, since this is a header, I want to make it large. This is our headline. So could use like heading 1, heading 2, maybe down here. We'll go with, oops, let me scroll back over here. Maybe start out with heading number 3. And remember, you don't have to use the H tags. You can also change your font sizes here. For example, we could go back to paragraph and just do size, oops. Let's try that again. change the size of your text that way. So I might do like 24 up here. We'll leave that as H2. And one second, okay, so we don't want a background color there, but we want the white text. There we go. So let's go ahead and type in our headline. I'm going to say something like ready to boost sales. Are you ready to boost sales? And then come down to our subheader and we can say something like check out this secret method that super affiliates don't want you to know. Okay, so we have those elements now. You can change the font, you can change the font size, the color. So now let's go ahead and also add, let's see if we can add some padding. Let me see here. Let's try to add, okay, so let's add a little separation between the title and the subtitle area. So I'm going to add some top and bottom padding here. And at the top, go ahead and do the same thing. I'm going to bring it down a little bit from the top of the page. So we've added a little bit of separation there, and now we are going to add the video. So once again, every time you want to add a new element to your page, to your canvas, you would go over to the widgets area and you can see all of the different things you can do here. Opt-in form, video, separators, buttons, countdown timers, social sharing. You know, it's really got it all. Everything that you would need, even custom HTML. So if you had like another website that says, you know, insert this custom section of HTML code to add whatever it is, you could just simply, you know, drag and drop the custom HTML element and paste in that code and you'll be good to go. But for here we want to add our video. So we're going to make sure that we are dropping it below our headers. And there it is. So how do we change the video? Well, simply go into the settings here, configure. Let's take a look at the video type. It's going to be, so you can either copy and paste a YouTube video or use an embed code, which pretty much every video website has. If you click share, you will see the embed code, but since I know I'm using a YouTube video, I'm just going to click YouTube and I'm going to go in to my YouTube account and copy the link address which I am going to use. Paste that in as my video source. As you can see, the full address is there. We will set it to autoplay. We'll let our viewers, we'll let them see the controls, which means they can pause, they can play, and then you can choose whether you want the video to be full width or 3/4 of the page or half. I'm going to go with half. So as you can see, the video has become a bit smaller. You also have your margin settings, pattern settings, border settings, animation settings. If you would like to use that, you can implement a box shadow, but I'm going to go ahead and keep it as is. So now we have our headers and our video. The next thing we would want to add, since this is a landing page, we would want to add our opt-in. Okay, so below the video, I'm just going to drag the opt-in form element, and before I do that, or above our opt-in, we probably want to put some kind of message to prompt our visitors. Okay, so, and also remember that you see how it's going the full width right now. We don't need to worry about that. That will change. That's just how it comes in as default. I'm going to go ahead and add some text above this opt-in as a sort of a prompt for the visitor. I'm going to center it, and it's going to be white again. And then I'll say something like enter your details and get 75% off, limited time. You know, I don't know. I'm just obviously making this stuff up as I go, just to kind of fill in the blanks, if you will. And we're going to make this size 24, and that will work. So now we come back down to the opt-in, and we want to configure that. So let's kind of go through here, and as you can see, you can integrate webinar. You can integrate your mailer. Now I don't have anything selected because it's my first, or anything as an option, such as Aweber or GetResponse, because this is my first time using VideoPages, so I did not link Aweber or GetResponse in the settings area here, but that's what you would want to do, and then you would see your mailer options in the drop down depending on which provider you were using. And then the redirect URL is, once someone enters their information and hits subscribe, this is where you want to send them after a successful opt-in. So I'm just going to put in google.com. Now in my case, the subscribe button probably will not work since I don't have a autoresponder linked up just yet. But I just, the purpose of this is just to kind of show you how easy it would be to create a video page with VideoPages. So in here is a really cool feature. You can even set up digital asset delivery. So let's say my offer said, enter your information and get a free ebook. In fact, let's say it did. And so let's say it said that, enter your details and get my free ebook. Now they click subscribe, and I could turn digital delivery on, and an asset would be something that I uploaded in the settings area, and that would be delivered to the subscriber at the email address they've listed in the form. You can also turn on the option for Facebook login, which is really cool. So if they click here, they can use their Facebook details instead, or you can capture their Facebook information. As you can see here, Facebook login or email address. That's another thing you could do. So in the form settings, in the email placeholder, it's going to say email address. I'll keep that as is. You can choose whether you need a name or don't need a name. As you can see, when you click off, the name field goes away. The placeholder is full name. That's fine. Is the field name required? this is going to decide whether people that opt in need to enter their name or not. Right now it's not required, so if someone came in and just entered their email address, they would be able to hit subscribe. The form mode, vertical or horizontal. As you can see, the horizontal form looks like that, or the vertical form is like that. The field size, now here you can change the size of each field background colors. Okay, now if we want to change the width of our opt-in form so it's not taking up so much space, down here we have the choices 3/4 width or half width. If we choose half, it aligns beautifully with the video above, which is what I like to see. I'm going to leave that. And moving on to the button settings, you can choose the color of the button, whether you want to include an icon. Next to the subscribe, as you can see it right there, I'm going to leave that alone with none. Icon position, the label is subscribe or submit. You know, so if you want to change to submit, then your text changes in the button, and the button size can change. I've just made it large. The font size can also change. As you can see, I've just brought it up to the font size of 20 or 24. We'll bring it down to 20. You can also use some hover effects. There's a lot of different effects you can use, which means, let's say you use the grow effect. If you hover over, it gets larger, like that. You know, there's a lot of different things you can choose. Let's use that one for fun. And then you have the margin, padding, border, and animation settings that we saw with every other element that can be added to your canvas. But here we are, and just like that, we kind of have a simple and finished video landing page. So what I would like to do from here, let's go ahead and close that window, get a look at it. Now, I would like to preview. So what I'm going to do is save my progress. And just like that, it's been saved. And before we take a look at it, let's come down to settings and make sure we didn't miss anything. Now, earlier I mentioned that this is where you link your autoresponder. I was actually incorrect on that. There is another settings area. This is the settings of the editor and the page that you're creating here, not where you put in your autoresponder, but there is a place for that. So here's where you can, well, we actually went through some of this. This is where you change your background. We saw that. You can remember you can use a YouTube motion background, which is a really cool feature. You can add custom domains, because remember, this is not WordPress. So if you add a custom domain, that means it'll publish your video landing page to your own domain instead of the free hosting that comes with VideoPages. You have SEO settings, so you want to add a page title and things like that. You know, if this product was called Sales Booster Pro or something like that, then you would put your page title in there. Keywords, you know, tracking code. You can change your default page text settings here. This is where I might want to change it to white since I have a dark background. Doesn't really matter. Page font style, you can change your default font and your default size, add custom CSS code, and you can even add an exit pop-up. So how about that? Let's do that real quick, shall we? That means, you know, when someone exits this video landing page, this pop-up will come up and prompt them. Actually, I may have to leave this for part 2, and the reason I say that is because I don't have an image ready to use here. So let's do that. We're going to leave it off for now, but you will see that in the part 2 video, in which we also take a look at the preloaded templates in VideoPages. So let's save everything again. And now we're going to exit and return to the campaign page. Alright, so here we are on the campaign page after saving and exiting out of the VideoPages editor. As you can see, it shows our title up here, YouTube VideoPages Demo Number 1. It tracks the number of visitors that have gone to your page. In our case, we have just one, which is obviously myself. But here's another cool thing. Tracks your conversion rate and total leads. So this is really an all-in-one product here. As you scroll down, there's more features as well. As you can see, it has uploaded my video page to its own hosted URL here. Remember, you don't have to host it at myvpages.co. That's just a free service that comes with VideoPages. You could also host it on your own domain. There's a setup for that. There's also a split test area here where you can use different versions of your page and test it for conversion rates, which is really awesome as well. You can also get the embed code, as you can see, put it on any website at all, any website out there, or download it as HTML and get the HTML version of your page. As I mentioned a moment ago when we were inside the editor, there's also pop-ups that I was going to go over. You can create pop-ups and one-click opt-ins, which I was going to go over in a second demo video. I mean, there's so much you can do with VideoPages. I could not cover it in just one demo. So the second and maybe even the third demo in this series will cover pop-ups, but it's definitely going to start with the creation of our number 2 demo, and that's where we're going to use one of the preloaded templates that comes with VideoPages. So now we can finally wrap this one up. Just a couple quick notes as we do that. Here's the integrations area where you can integrate your autoresponder, whether it's Aweber, GetResponse, MailChimp, or Hot Prospector. You can also use HTML forms. You can add your custom domains here. Again, there's help videos. You can add your images, which are accessible through the editor here, so you can add them here in advance, and then when you go into the editor, you'll have your image library. You also can add your digital files, such as like videos and things like that. I won't go into account settings. There's also a Facebook group that you have access to just because you've purchased this product. I'm going to go ahead and join the group now that I'm there. So that's really helpful. Oh crap, I accidentally just closed out. One second. Alright, I'm back in my members area. I accidentally hit the X button in my browser. Anyways, and then as I mentioned, there's other cool things down here as well, including the bonuses that you do not want to miss. So that's about it. All in all, a really cool product. And if you want to purchase it, if you have any interest whatsoever, I highly recommend getting it now. And here's why. There's an 80% discount going today. Don't know when it ends, but the sooner you wait, the longer the risk is. Right now, the price is really good. And if you click the link below this video, it's going to take you to my review page. Now from there will be a link to purchase with the discount price, but the reason I'm sending you there also, besides getting additional information, is because you're going to have access to my exclusive free bonus offer, which is only available through my link. There's 30 hand-picked products, excellent internet marketing products that can help you with your business in many different areas. And if you don't like any one of them, you can substitute them for any other product that I have. There's links on my review pages that explains all of that beautifully. And that is about it. So stay tuned for the second demo in this series. That will do it for demo number 1. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it helped you, most importantly. And have a great day.